So in this reader, Christian Mission and Poverty, I hope that you see that each of the Christian thinkers that we're talking with and listening to down through the ages has agreed that Christian mission has something to say about how we make our money, spend our money, and how we care for and work alongside those in poverty. Now, some of the thinkers are going to disagree with one another on some of the details, but they're all going to agree that the gospel is not simply involved with the spiritual aspects of our lives, but also the physical aspects of our lives. And so I think that this will be really life-changing and formative for many Christian communities as they read through this text. You know, for me in my own ministry in a disadvantaged context, I can often be tempted, and our community can often be tempted to kind of do this pendulum swing between charity and justice, right? Like charity either giving to individuals or justice working that society and economic systems would work well for everybody. And we see today that conservatives and liberals often argue about these things. But what we're going to see is that Christians down through the ages didn't fall neatly into either one of these categories. Some leaned more toward the charity side, some leaned more toward the justice side, but they all agreed that Christian mission has something to do with how we make our money, spend our money, and work alongside those in poverty. So I hope that Christian communities today, whether your ministry is more involved in meeting the needs of people in times of crisis, more of a charity focus, or if it's more of a development or justice focus, creating jobs or systems or structures that will help people sustain themselves, either way, I hope that we'll see that the gospel goes beyond our tiny categories of conservative and liberal. It cuts through a lot of the arguments that we have politically and economically today and says, no, this calling that Christ has given us to be on mission involves the spiritual and the physical. It involves charity and justice. And what we can be united on is that Christian mission thinks that how we live in relation to poverty and the poor is very important in relation to how obedient we are to Christ and how we are living out His calling in our communities and our world.